Good morning. I'm making myself walk in a different direction. I think I've come this direction once, but there's no stairs over here. So I'm all in on this. I'm gonna make myself walk as many steps as I can before we get started. No signs of intelligent life anywhere. To infinity and beyond. I don't know why I do that. Something different. So as we're walking today, I was thinking that it has been a couple of years since I've done an update. And as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about pain and fatigue and maybe a little bit about my story so you can hear how it happened, what happened, and all that good stuff. So 2007, I am a regular Joe working at a country club. I was a PGA professional, and I had a vacation planned to watch the Red Sox play baseball in March, I believe, of that year for spring training. And sitting on the beach with my pale white legs, I noticed a little spot on the bottom of my right foot. And like in 2 months, it happened so fast. I went to a podiatrist. The podiatrist told me right off the bat, he said, man, he goes, I don't mean to freak you out, but I think you might have MS. He goes, but you need to go see a neurologist. So I did, and he told me the news, and I was just devastated. The only thing I knew about MS, and I've said this on one of my other videos, the only thing I knew about MS was Annette Funicelli, and that was the vision I had in my mind. And I was really devastated. Nonetheless, after maybe a few months after that, I was really struggling to get out of bed. I was struggling to walk upstairs. I was struggling to even play a few holes of golf. My legs had just decided that they weren't going to work anymore. And my doctor put me on Solumedrol. I was on Solumedrol quite a few times. I think it's actually done a lot of damage to my hips, which is why I have problems now with my hips and quite possibly might have to have surgery on them at some point in the future. But current state, I have a few symptoms I deal with on a regular basis. I think it's going to be fairly standard for most people that I've spoken with that have MS is fatigue and pain. And it's pain. The pain is really difficult to explain. Once again, I have been walking for less than just a few minutes, and my arm from holding this phone while I record is just absolutely killing me. My legs are yelling and screaming at me to go sit back on the couch, which I'm not going to do because I made my coffee too sweet this morning, and it made me so upset that I just said, I can't even look at you. So I put on my flip-flops, and out I went to walk. To show that coffee, how dare you be too sweet this morning. How do I explain the fatigue and how do I explain the pain? The fatigue is really difficult to explain to folks. Even my wife doesn't really understand it. Whenever I say that I'm tired, she'll ask, why are you so tired? I'm like, I have MS. And she goes, yeah, she forgets sometimes, in a good way. But the fatigue, I've explained it like this. It is utter exhaustion to the point to where the thought of putting one foot in front of the other, or the thought of taking a leg out of the bed and putting it on the floor, is just unimaginable. And even with that, it doesn't explain fully what the fatigue is like. And I don't know if I ever will be, but it is not just being tired. It's that some mornings I wake up and I just don't have it. I just don't have the energy level. My energy level starts at about a 2, and it just dwindles throughout the day. I don't think that living in the southeastern United States helps a lot. Yesterday was nearly 100 degrees and about what felt like 1,000,000% humidity. So that just zaps me. And once I'm zapped, I'm done. Number one, I deal with a lot of fatigue. Number two, I deal with a lot of lightning flash pains in my hips and in my legs. I deal with a lot of neuropathy in my feet. I have a lot of pains in my hands and in my shoulders, especially in my hands. My hands, I get this arthritis-like pain to where it just hurts to hold things. It hurts to fold clothes. It hurts to try and make the bed. Anything that uses those little small muscles in my hands, it hurts. And those are the two primary symptoms that I struggle with each day. I also have had a couple of symptoms that aren't incredibly common, but I have a swallowing issue to where my food gets stuck. Feels like I'm choking. That happens probably about 2 or 3 times a week. And then I've had 2 MS hugs, and those are frighteningly scary. I hope no one has to ever deal with those, but one of them I actually ended up going to the emergency room because I thought I was having a heart attack. Actually, it was the first one. And it's just this really tight pressure around your chest that just feels like you are going to have a heart attack. You know, that's it for me. And I hope that my story helps you. I hope that these videos are helping you. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can see when new videos are coming out. I'd love to hear what you guys think about topics that you would want to hear me talk about, so maybe leave me a comment and let me know that. Also, hit that thumbs up. That helps out a lot, lets me know that you care. With that said, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow morning on our walk. And until then, keep living the dream.